So guys, it's been on my mind for me to make this exact thing. I really love it and I'm actually going to do that now. Of course, you'll be needing a scissors, a tape, and chalk is very important. It's even important. So my fabric is not up to a yard. Of course, it's up to a yard before, so I used some parts for my bonnet, and the remaining parts I will be going for the singlet. I don't know what to call it anyway, but I prefer I call it in a singlet. So what I measured there now is 25 inches both sides, 25 inches both side. And what I measure at the center, I made that V shape. It's 20 is 18 inches. Sorry, 18 inches, because you won't want it to be too long. Remember, I'll still add the stripe to it, so it's still going to be adding to the length of the singlet. So what I measured here is 35 inches. Then I'm going to be cutting it out. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope I'm clear enough. So I'll be doing just that, then I'll be cutting it out now. So sorry, the way I place my camera, I don't actually know where I'm going to. I'll still fix that soon so that you'll be able to see it very well. So I'm cutting that out now, and you just get it very well. Don't worry, you just need to fold your fabric in a triangle shape, and trust me, you're going to get how I cut it. Is not that difficult at all. And what I'll be doing next is that I'm going to be um notching the I will notch the center so that you won't get confused. Then say, as you can see, I'll notch the I'll notch the center. Then I'll measure from the center. I'll measure 5 inches. Our fabric is two, is not one. So when I open it, it will be 10 inches. That means my stripe that will be cutting out soon, so you understand, will actually be don't mind me. I ended up using 5 inches. That's 10 from my from the bust to the back. So it's actually 10 that I ended up using. But here I measured 7. You see, I measured 7, but I actually ended up using 5 because I observed that if I actually use that 7, it will be too long for me and I won't like it. I measure my bust point, that's 10. Then I'm going to be measuring my bust. My bust is 35 divided by 4. That's 8.5, 8.7. So I measure that, then I had 1 inches for the seam allowance. Then I'm going to just chalk it down. Then I'll just cut it like so. Remember, I measured 5 from the center. When I open my fabric, it will be 10. So 5 5 you'll be putting, just be adding your stripe to it. So I'll be showing you what I'm doing. And this is the back panel. I want to cut out the back panel, the back parts. Yeah. So I folded my fabric like so, and it's not okay because I won't be joining this the back. So I ended up placing it uh in another way, exactly like that. So I'll just chalk out the pattern, then I'll just cut it out. You just see what I'm doing now. It's very simple. Don't mind my explanation. It's so simple. Then I chalk it out. So I ended up cutting the front parts um, twice because I used the both sides for facing, so it will make it just look so nice of the outcome. You see what I'm saying? So that's the back part. Then I'm going to measure how long I want it to be. I just want something sexy, so it won't be too long. That's 8 inches. Then I'll just cut it out. So that is what I'm doing now. It's so simple. It's just very easy. It's not as difficult as it may appear to you. So that's it. That's the back part. Then I'll be showing you just that's 20 inches with the seam allowance. Then I'll just place my front parts to it. So then I'll just go to the sewing machine and just join it. Don't forget that I told you that I actually cut the front part twice for the facing that I didn't show in this video. So for you to understand, then I'll cut out the stripe too. My stripe, don't forget that I told you that I end up using 5 inches. That's 10 for each stripe. That's 10 10. So that's what I'm doing now. Then don't forget that when the way I launched on my front part is 10. So you placing each stripe on the launch part. So then you place each stripe on the launch part and the front part. Then you do the same thing to the back part too. Then I'll cut it into two. Then I'll sew the way I folded it. That's how you will sew it. So that's it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So that's where I notched actually. That's why I just placed this stripe there. Then I'm going to place it just like so. You can see. Then that's it. It's very, very easy. Can you see? I hope my explanation is quite okay. And give it a thumbs up and like it when you when or if it's actually helpful. Thank you. Yeah, bye.